Leaving a job, get promoted. Leaving that job, get promoted. Leave that job, get promoted. Leave that job, get promoted. Been there for 3 months, need a sabbatical. I'm going to San Diego or Mexico to surf, but hold my job open though for me, please. What is a good enough employment value proposition for the smart talent, the kind of talent you need, the skill shortage group? It's not going to be enough tomorrow.
The new psychological contract is, I will come and work for you and do good work, but in return, I don't want job security. That'd be nice, and I'll have a bit of that. But what are they actually asking for? I want you to make me more employable when I leave. That's the new transaction. I will come work for you, but you better build my skills, build my experience. That's part of the challenging, interesting bit. These are the people that want to make a career in your business. You know, I don't want to train them because if I train them, they will leave. Well, the worst thing is you don't train them and they stay. So as an organization, what do? 3 things. 1, you do the relationship-connected culture stuff that we only talked a really little bit about, because then instead of leaving every 2 years, they leave every 3, and your return on investment from 2 to 3 years is exponentially better than from 1 to 2. Second thing you do is you create sideways ladders within the pyramid, so you allow these lateral movements to take place without going vertical, but you make sure they don't happen outside of the organization. And 3, you love them when they go. Not because they'll come back, that's the greatest illusion ever. They don't. But so they say nice things about you when they're gone. Good businesses that I've worked with that are doing a great job keeping excited and engaged young people, particularly in boring jobs, are doing it by building a culture of recognition. I've put Yum Foods up there. Yum Foods own Taco Bell, KFC, Pizza Hut, and I think 1 or 2 other food brands. They are so keen on giving recognition real time when it's at the front of people's minds that it's embedded into their day-to-day experience. Managers run around in store and just go, love how you did that, that was brilliant. Sometimes they have little vouchers they give out, but that turns out to be too expensive and turns out to have no impact on engagement at all. Turns out what has the biggest impact on engagement is just the words. It's called psychological oxygen. It's like psychological air. How have you pulled off this unbelievable... They've got like retention rates through the roof, and it's just like, how have you done it? He says, I cannot think of an answer complicated enough for you to understand. He says, all we do is respect our people. And he's like, but how do you have no job descriptions? How can you drive compliance without a job description? He says, we don't drive compliance, we drive engagement. And we have a whole lot of smart people coming together making really interesting products for people like you. But how do they know what to do? Oh, they talk to each other. What a concept. If there's one thing that I think gets young people, all idealistic as they are, juiced, it's a higher purpose. And the higher the purpose, the cheaper you get them. In fact, I could give you data from the Corporate Executive Board that supports the fact that you can get them on average 11% cheaper if you have one of these than if you just kind of have a mediocre one, and 20% cheaper than if you have a poor purpose-driven thing. Gen Y will take good today over the promise of great tomorrow any day of the week. That is, if you offer them a marshmallow today or a packet of marshmallows tomorrow, what would they take? The marshmallow today. Now that's because they think they're getting the packet of marshmallows tomorrow anyway, but don't sell long-term horizons, sell short-term benefits to these guys.